Hi everyone and welcome to the last episode of my Twilight Princess HD playthrough. We're just gonna go ahead and fight the final boss because there's lots of cutscenes that will play during that fight, before that fight, and after that fight. Especially after that fight. I just want to address a complaint, however, that some people might have had during my entire playthrough, is that they thought I was a little too negative playing this game. I really enjoy it. It's not my absolute favorite Zelda, but I enjoy playing this game. Like, maybe the intro I was kind of pissed off, but that was months ago, so I don't remember it at all. It was definitely worth playing this game, honestly, and you cannot go back once you're here. Just want to prove that. You can still see you're around if you want. What's this place? A broken down tower. It seems to be too far to be from Harrow Castle, so it looks a little strange. It could be Death Mountain, I don't know. No, the statue that we saw in that cutscene. It's broken down. Also, Zelda's here. She's alive again with a body. Somehow. Uh-huh. You look different, Ganondorf. Having some back troubles? I think so. Like, I think this scene right here is supposed to be like, hey, it's Ganondorf. Doesn't he look epic? Doesn't he look amazing? But, no. Dying to meet him. You don't say, Midna. This is the scene that really made me realize that this game needed voice acting. It needed voice acting, particularly for this scene. Look at all of the mouth movements. Look at all the acting, all the movements. He needed voice. I'm sure there's a video out there where fans voiced the characters themselves, and that's neat. I know that there's some videos like that for Skyward Sword. Some of the final videos where people did pretty decent voices for the characters. But Nintendo themselves didn't do it, so... Oh, this scene just looks goofy. It just looks goofy. I still enjoy this, by the way. Just saying that right now. Like, you all think I'm complaining, but I'm just saying there's something very obvious missing from this scene. Like right here. Uh-huh. What a grin you have there, Ganondorf, and your teeth were clipping through each other. That's not good. You better see a doctor about that. Mm-hmm. What is he about to do? Hurry up, Midna. Rescue her. Or protect her lifeless body. Also, Ganondorf can Twilight by himself. Because he has Zon's powers or something. Nice job, Midna. You couldn't use like your fused shadow to protect her or something? Apparently not. I don't know what she's doing here, however. Like, mental connection or something? I don't know. Oh, crud. Midna! You're separated from me. Even though it's basically like just a small portal, she can probably float above. Anyway, zombie Zelda, or possessed Zelda, technically. And she's gonna actually use her sword, even though it's Ganondorf using her sword in her body, technically. Her animation for attacking you with the sword is hilarious, by the way. For some reason it was frozen there. Anyway, guess what you have to do. Guess what you have to do. Go on, guess. Guess what you have to do. Did you guess yet? And I failed right there. That's fine, that's fine. It's okay to fail. It's okay to screw up. Oh, whoa, I forgot to put the stack. waiting for him to... her... whatever. I'm waiting for Zelda to try to use her sword strike. It's hilarious. The animation is just too funny not to show. Anyway, yeah. I think I'm too close to Zelda right now. Don't bother trying to attack her directly. She's always going to be too far away from you to reach her. And arrows do not work. Yeah, when the camera moves away a bit, that's your clear indication that she's about to do this attack. Come on, do your sword strike. Ah. I think you could deflect this thing with your shield. I should try it next attempt. One more hit from that light ball attack and Puppet Zelda is no more, by the way. Oh my goodness, I wonder what she's about to do. In the normal mode, those jars on the side would give me pieces of hearts. That'd be neat in this challenge mode, actually. Come on, do your sword strike, please! I want to show it. I'll fast forward this video until you do it. Damn it. I think this attack hurts a lot. I'd better avoid it when I can. I have one fairy, Great Fairy Steers, and Rare Chew Jelly with me, by the way. Do y'all think I'm prepared? Maybe I am. Yeah, if you keep your distance all the way over here, it's probably much easier to handle the light ball attack. Because I do it when I'm really close to Zelda. Really, really close. Yay! Yay! That was so funny to not show. Seriously. Okay, let's finish Zelda now. Come on. Oh, do another sword strike? She clearly doesn't want to do it. But it's so funny. It's so great. I kind of wish it was an actual attack from Zelda in Hyrule Warriors. Unfortunately, it is not. The Triforce Summon, however, is. Oh yeah, the more distance you have on Puppet Zelda, the longer it takes for you to, like, let herself get hit by the light ball that she summoned herself. That was phase 1 of the final battle. Midna can now rejoin with us. She was out of commission the entire time, by the way, so that's why she couldn't just, like, float over the gate. Yay! Should have done this from the very beginning, Midna. And Zelda is completely fine after that, somehow. But Ganondorf is not done yet. No, now he's turning to Ganon already. I guess it makes sense. Also, some people really like this little moment right there. It is kind of cool. Shows how much the characters have grown. And without text, too. That's what makes it so great. This music is great. Yay, it's Ganon! The lyrics are hilarious, by the way. Okay, you remember goat herding? Guess what? This is what it was for. You obviously have to throw Ganondorf. Yay! Time to bite. You actually, it's probably faster to do it like this. Spin attack, spin attack. Ow! Run me over, Ganondorf. You know, yeah, he moves around, destroys those things, and then he disappears. And now you have to wait for him. Oh, please! Yeah, he can also appear from above you. Come on. Yay! Get out of my way. Thanks, Midna. Yeah, if you bite it, clipping occurs. I always did like the way he would warp out of the area. Oh, really above again? Come on, Ganondorf. Do it the normal way for once. Yeah, the quick time event of grabbing Ganondorf like this is really easy to do, by the way. I should probably finish this fight in Wolf Link form because it's the last time we'll ever play as Wolf Link. It's just not very engaging. I guess this is what the Cave of Shadows is for. Oh, finally! Yeah, you see these portals? Pay attention to them. Really. Pay attention to them. When it turns blue, he's coming out! No homo. Not done yet? That's fine. I remember back in the Wii version. Oh, there's a fairy over there? Gimme! Yay! Yeah, sorry for not grabbing you, Ganondorf, but I wanted that fairy! No! Now I'm damaged again. Even when you were off screen, I still managed to catch you. There's probably going to be another fairy in the final area because clearly the final battle is not going to end on this. Even though it technically should. I mean, this is Ganon. Or an interpretation of Ganon. Looks more like a boar instead of a pig. So we're done now, huh? Ari? We should probably do something about his body. Like, burn it. Right now. Bomb arrows? Those bomblings? Yeah, those bomblings. Maybe they'll be useful here. Come on, everyone. Let's... No, Zelda's been revived, and we should pay attention to her. Because... reasons. What, you want to kiss her, Midna? Yeah, say nothing. Just kiss her right now. Hi. We haven't talked very much, but... Oh, no! He's still alive! The game is lagging even in this part, even with this upgrade. Bloom! Yeah, Midna, you're super awesome and you have the Fused Shadow. And that's totally enough to take care of Spirit Ganon or whatever that is. Unfortunately, you never really fight Ganon in his form right there. Bye, Link. Bye, Zelda. Even though you're the chosen ones, it's time for Midna to take her rightful place as the main character. Yay! God against God. Princess against king. Actually, shouldn't Midna be a queen? Like, there's no competition now. Anyway, yeah, Midna... This fight is unfortunately not really displayed. We don't see it. Like, we see this, and it looks like Midna has the upper hand, but unfortunately for her, that is not quite the case. Oh my goodness, everyone's dead! Also, Ganondorf teleported. You can do that. Oh my god, Midna is dead! I should have given her my fairy. It probably wouldn't have, like, saved her, but it would have helped. It's too bad she didn't even really damage Ganondorf. I mean, he's back in his, like, human form. Although, honestly, what really happened here is the developers remembered about Epona and decided, oh, no, we need to implement a fight with Epona. We need to actually have her participate in the final battle in a cool way. So, Ganondorf, you win automatically. Also, more slowdown. That was very popular in that era, the 2000s. Like, can someone make a tally of how many slowdown there are in the scenes in this game. Because there's a lot. I guess the other games might have done it just as much, but for some reason, I feel Twilight Princess does it the most. Also, the light arrows, those exist. Unfortunately, we will not be using them. There's Zeldas and Zeldas alone in this game. Yeah. So, technically speaking, I'm gonna need your help. Stranger who I have not talked to all that much. Have I told you that I was supposed to deliver a sword to you? I still have it with me. Okay, so this is supposed to be epic, but it can be really annoying for people who are not used to playing with Epona, unfortunately. So, Zelda is behind you. If you keep her like aiming steadily at Ganondorf, she will in fact... Ow! Sorry. She will in fact hit him, and that will like make him vulnerable and allow you to hit him with your sword. Fortunately, you don't have to do that very often. Jeez, I'm being terrible at this. Doesn't help that Ganondorf is being aggressive. Hey! Ganondorf, come back here. Come on, catch him, Zelda. Yes! Yeah! Yeah, two more spin attacks and he's done. Oh, nice dodge there, Ganondorf. Damn it. Here comes the ghost. And they missed. They all missed. And Zelda did not. Ah, what are you doing, Epona? Oh, why are you so rigid? Damn it. That was my fault. That was my fault. Sorry, Zelda. I'm a total failure as a chosen hero. And yeah, when Ganondorf is moving sideways or to the side like that, that's going to be very difficult to hit him with the arrows when that happens. Anyway, yeah, second spin attack, one more spin attack, and he's done. Damn it. Zelda, that was a poor shot. Huh. Ganondorf, you're being... Oh, no, the ghosts are following me. But Zelda caught you, and so did I. That was phase 3 of the final boss battle. There's 4 phases total, so we're going to the final phase. And it is epic in atmosphere, and people have been clamoring for something like this for the longest of times. A sword fight against Ganondorf. It's too bad it happened in the previous game and no one remembered because it was Wind Waker, and you know, Wind Waker, it's all kitty graphics and the fight itself was not that great or something. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, by the way, that laugh Ganondorf did back there, it's disappointing compared to the one he had in Wind Waker. It really is. It really, really is. Keep saying I'm not going to be negative with this game, and I really enjoy it. And I really do, but there's so many things I can compare it to. Previous games in the franchise, future games in the franchise, and even though I have tons of fun with it back in 2006 and in this day and age... Oh, I should have done the QTE. Even... Ah, let's go! Yes! Okay. This. So... I don't know if any of you realize this, but I'm pressing the A button like once a second right now. And I'm slowly overtaking Ganondorf. Yeah. And this is me actually doing it seriously. It's too easy to overpower Ganondorf in this QTE. Anyway, you need to beat Ganondorf 3 times in this fight. And you can do it real quick if you're really good. Oh, yeah, he's got this shoulder bash followed by his sword strike. This is probably really good. What you probably really want to do, though, is actually attack him. Also, he's got a Sparta kick in this fight. Cool, huh? Yeah, nice try, Ganondorf. Ow. Okay. Should use my potion. If he hits you with this attack or overpowers you in the QTE, it's quite a bit of damage to your character. Ah, come on. Yeah, when he jumps into the air, that means he's gonna appear behind you. Come Come on, Ganondorf, you're not so tough. He really, really is not, unfortunately. And he's doing this chance thing much more often than he ever did in the Wii version. Maybe it's just my position. Yeah, that must be it. Yeah, if you use the backstrike, you're almost certainly gonna always beat Ganondorf. Otherwise, just wait for the chance stain and beat him immediately. And be careful of that shoulder bash. It breaks your defense really easily. Oh, come on, seriously? What kind of wide range is that, Ganondorf? Oh, speaking of which, nice touch. He's using the sword the sages used against him. That's kind of neat that he kept it. Also, that was his spin attack. It was not very effective. I don't believe the shield bash is all that effective against him. That's kind of unfortunate. Join me, or else you will die! That was him, not me. But I probably should be telling that to him, considering he's about to lose for sure. Seriously, do you have any potions I have, Ganondorf? Imagine if I had the great spin. Yeah, the shield bash is not gonna work against him. Ever. Nice try. Yeah, I remember the Wii version. I had so many ways to beat Ganondorf super easily. I kind of forgot all of my techniques. It's too bad. For everything else, however, there's always the backstrike. You actually have to hit him in the back to actually damage him, however. Anyway, this fight has been pretty decent so far, but unfortunately, that's a waste of difficulty. Because... come on, stop doing your shoulder bash, Ganondorf. Hey, look! Look at the fishing rod! Hey, look at the fishing rod! Come on, get distracted! Oh my goodness! That fishing rod! It looks so amazing! Don't you want to touch it? It exposes weak point. Every time. Oh wow, that hurt. Fortunately I have a fairy just in case that happens, but yeah, that chance attack is his most powerful attack. If you manage to screw it up and not properly do the QTE, you will get hurt. But yeah, in case you're having trouble against Ganondorf, just do this. He's always gonna let himself exposed when you do that. It's a nice little touch Nintendo added because no one would ever think to do this, technically speaking. But it's still kind of strange that after like you do it a couple of times, he still never learns about how to avoid letting you confuse him like that. You know? Anyway, we can finish him right now, but I'm gonna give you one more chance, Ganondorf. One more chance. No? Too bad. Yeah, that must have hurt. If I had aimed just a bit lower, oh, you would probably have screamed real good. I actually was giving him another chance, by the way. I thought he was about to get up, and that would have been kind of cool if he had actually dodged that at the last second. But no, I think it's the final boss of Skyward Sword who does that. So you say, Ganondorf. But no, you're done. The Triforce of Power has abandoned you. He's dead. Yeah, that's how he dies. Standing. Kinda lame. But in case any of you were wondering what's happened, Zant, his spirit was connected to Ganondorf, and the neck break he did at the end right there, that was him like killing himself, and therefore Ganondorf with him. Something like that. Hey, that character looks familiar. Particularly the piece of fused shadow on her head. I wonder how that got repaired. I guess the spirits of light are extra nice. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that Midna died just a couple of scenes ago, this would be so much more emotional. But it feels kind of cheap, unfortunately. Even if Midna is a great character. She looks quite different here, however. Very, very different. And very tall. But at least she looks like a Twilight. Well, except for the fact that her eyes look unlike every other character's. She sounds the exact same, however. That's a little strange, to be honest. Yeah, you'd think that with her body change and her having a different facial structure, she would at least sound different, but no, it's the exact same sound effects coming out of her mouth. It's a little bizarre. I always thought it would have been a nice touch if she actually sounded a little different yet familiar, but no, it's the exact same voice clips. It's a video game. It's the video game logic. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. It's credits. Time for my review. Even though I don't really have one, honestly. And then this credit scene is gonna last so long that I will probably be done by my review by then. Yeah. I was thinking of Let's Playing Wind Waker HD after I was be done with this game. But it takes quite a while to Let's Play a Zelda game. A long one, anyway. Like, the long Zelda games are Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. Ocarina of Time too, I would say. Majora's Mask is fairly long if you spend time on all of the side quests and everything, but I'm good enough with that game that I feel I would probably complete like 20 episodes, 25 at most. But the other Zelda games, no, it's a minimum of 30 episodes, and all of the videos have to last like a good half-hour minimum. Some of them going up to 50 minutes, possibly even an hour. And oh my goodness, 720p videos take so much disk space. I had to buy a completely new external hard drive just because of this game. Also, the Ardern kids are finally leaving. About time. And hey, y'all remember Sumo? You remember Sumo? Y'all remember that? Because the developers sure didn't. Well, except for this credit scene, but it was a little too late by then. Seriously, what was up with Sumo? It must have been some crazy engineer's idea, and it was implemented early on, but then dropped later, you know? Telma. She's Eiji Aonuma's favorite character, right? Is that his name? I think she is. One of the director's favorite character, that's for sure. Because it was in an interview. Then again, I didn't look at that interview all the way to the end, so maybe it was just a joke or something. I know Telma is some people's favorite character. Oh, also all the villagers from Hyrule Castle town. Those were exceptional. Oh wow, there's Trish's right under there. It's too bad I didn't have anything interesting because otherwise I would have checked it out. It's probably just rupees, really. I like how Colin has a wooden shield and sword, as if he was like super badass and grown up, but I honestly do not feel that way. Also, this is the only time where we see the Zora Queen in her non-corporeal form. It was just like a close-up on her face, but it was something. Unfortunately, I never checked to see if the Zora Prince was on his in the throne room at the very end of the game. My bad. You know what? If there's anything I've missed, I can always check for more stuff in an extra video. Just for you all, but the extra video will probably be like 5 minutes long at most, unless I have lots of stuff to check out. But I don't feel I've missed all that much playing this game. Yeah, Colin's supposed to defend our whole field from all the creatures, but honestly, he doesn't stand a chance. Seriously, if he's doing the Ganondorf Amiibo challenge in hero mode, then he's gonna die. A lot of times. I like these three. I really do. Kinda wish they had a little more to their character, but they're fine as is. Like, they're all responsible for their own little minigames. Well, maybe not the male, but still, he plays a decent part at the beginning of the game. Look at that neat little heart. Nice statue. And these two statues, aren't they interesting? Oh, these three? They're here? Okay, well, Shad definitely wants to explore this area, that's for sure. And everyone's finally back to Orden. Took them long enough. Now, I'm sure some of you are probably going to be suggesting new games for me to Let's Play. I already have finished the next playthrough. Also, Colin's baby sister has been born during the game. It's only in the credit scene that you see her, however. But yeah, as far as the next playthrough is concerned, I've already finished it. Y'all see what it is tomorrow. But yeah, if you really didn't like how negative I was in this game, then I was significantly more positive in the next one. No worries. You can still see Bo moving around over there. Yeah, there's one more scene. We're not quite done yet. Gotta keep up the dramatic tension, because, after all, we need to know what's gonna happen to Link/Zelda/Midna. After all, Midna is the Princess of Twilight. She's the fan favorite. It's the mirror room. That's right! Midna has to go back to her realm. Mm-hmm. Is that so? It's what she believes. They aren't. They aren't. Yeah, we'll do alright. Can her hair still turn into a hand? That'd be kind of neat if it did. Yeah, we could. It's a single tear. I wonder what it's gonna do. She won't. Yeah, she would. Y'all remember what she said? Only she can completely destroy the Mirror of Twilight. Yeah, you still have time, Link. React. Quick time event. I know it's her choice, and this effect right here is really cool. Aw, man, you're too slow, Link. In case you were wondering, it's a mistranslation if you think Midna loved Link. In the original Japanese, it was like considerably more platonic, or farewell words. Of course, that's what fanfics exist for, if you want to bullshit away Midna coming back into the light world for some reason or something. Because lots of people like Midna. A lot of people liked Midna. They think she's the best companion the Zelda series has ever had. And she has, well, not much competition really, but I think she's okay. She's good. It's just that it came at the detriment of Zelda herself. That's my problem with Midna. Not with her character, technically speaking, just with the way the staff had to focus on her exclusively to give her such a great character, to the point where we couldn't get much of the other characters explored, you know? Something like that. Like, if I may speak a bit presumptuously, and I'm only going to say this because I don't think I'm ever going to Let's Play Skyward Sword, because I don't feel like playing another long game right now. I thought Groose was a great surprise, because he comes off as generic in the beginning, but he grows a lot as a character by the end of the game. Midna, it's like, it's dead obvious that she's gonna be the character that you should care about. So that's why I'm like kind of apathetic to her, because it's like the designers of the game wanted you to care about her. For Groose, they really earned that one, you know? They really earned my respect for him as a character. Because he was not like front and center. He was basically the Middo. And Middo in the Ocarina of Time was kind of one note. He had a little scene when you were an adult that developed him as a character, but partially. But it was still very much just a small scene. Like, you had to infer it. With Groose, however, he came across as surprisingly important, surprisingly developed by the end of the game, and I really enjoyed that type of development. I want more characters like Groose, honestly, because characters like that, you don't expect them to be developed. Characters like Midna, no matter how great they may be, and Midna is great, you're expected to care about them. It's like front and center on the title, the game disc, everything. So it's like, well, yeah, I care about this character, but what else were you expecting? And I know some people absolutely hate Skyward Sword and therefore want nothing to do with it, and therefore everything about it is bad because Fi and linearity and all that stuff. But yeah, Groose, I really enjoyed him as a side character. Compare that to characters like Navy or Linebeck. Yeah, characters like that where they're on the game case and clearly they want you to care about them, but they're the only characters you basically end up caring about because they're the only characters made for you to care about. Side characters that could easily end up as nothing more than a one-note bully or something like that, that end up as fully formed friends, or, you know, any other type of other development. That's the kind of stuff I really want to see more often. Wait, Tantalus? Isn't that like a boss from Skyward Sword? That one was kind of bad. Y'all remember that one? Y'all played Skyward Sword? It was that ugly boss from the ship. Ugh. Yeah. If there's one thing Twilight Princess did better aesthetically, it's that his bosses looked cooler. The fights themselves, many of them needed more love put into them, but they at least look cooler than Skyward Swords. Well, most of them. Skyward Sword had a couple of decent boss fights. Um, Not sure what else to say here. I kind of gushed about Skyward Sword accidentally back there. I said pretty much I had to say about Twilight Princess HD. I like this game. I like this game. Leslie Swan, Nathan Scott, usually. Yeah, Leslie Swan. She's been at Nintendo of America for like since the SNES days, possibly even NES days. I see her name every day. I think it's the same for Nate. Yeah. Well, whatever the case. Oh yeah, TLoZ. That's the company that made this port. Oh, okay. That's not the boss of the Skyward Sword dungeon. No, it's the company that made this port. Yeah, good job, TLoZ. They also made the port for the Wii U with Deus Ex Human Revolution, which is a game I was gonna make a Let's Play of, but unfortunately I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I might as well play that game in my own time, because, yeah, people wouldn't be interested in seeing me play it, honestly. Lots of people weren't all that interested in seeing me play this game, and it's really popular. That's kind of too bad. But I can definitely assure you all that many people will care about the next game I'm Let's Playing. Well, that's going to be for tomorrow. Hope you've all enjoyed this playthrough, hope you've all enjoyed this final video, and I hope you all have a very nice day. Bye-bye!